Hey everybody! Now, South Australia is one of the most amazing places in the world. Now I have been to lots of places around the world and I love living in South Australia. The climate's amazing, there's amazing beaches, there's hills, there's great cycling, especially around Adelaide. As you can see here, I'm right next to a bike path. I'm at Oxenberry Farm winery here in McLaren Vale. McLaren Vale is one of the places that you need to come and visit if you're in South Australia. It's not far from Adelaide, it's accessible easily by bike paths, by the train, by car, there's freeways, there's all sorts of things. And once you get here, there's cool places to stay, and if you're into wine, well, you can drink wine. You can also go for a ride on a TukTuk or an e-bike, and I'm here with Shane from SA e-bikes. Hey Shane!
Hi!
And Matteo, third generation winery owner here in McLaren Vale. Your family owns Oxenberry Farm winery and has for
25 years now.
Matteo was showing me the house that they've got here. It's the original house built in McLaren Vale in 1840, and you can go and stay there. It's really cool.
Yeah, so we offer it up for accommodation to guests, and there are two separate spots that they can stay in. One's a 2-bed and one's a single bed.
I really like it.
Yeah, I think we restored it well. Yeah, original brick and everything.
And you were saying that you actually helped clean the bricks and
yeah.
and
We all got our hands dirty and had to get in there and try and bring it back to its original sort of historic site and originality.
Oh, I love it. And the wines that you make here.
Yes.
What kind do you make? I mean, I don't drink wine now, but other people probably want to know what's the winery.
For sure. So I'd say we hit all the typical McLaren Vale wines, being red dominant, your Grenache, Shiraz, Cabernet Sauvignon. But we do a couple of white varieties as well. We're coming out with the Riesling soon, which is atypical of the region. And we do a really good sparkling Shiraz and sparkling white also. So it's plenty to choose from, something to fit everybody except yourself.
Yeah. You have tea though. You've given me a cup of tea. So
coffee and tea also.
It was good tea. I enjoyed that. And you're a cyclist as well.
I do try to ride as much as possible. Running the business gets a bit challenging at times to find the time, but yeah, I try to get out as often as possible. It's a good place to ride around here, so how can you not?
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. It's one of my favourite places to ride. And they've got this bike path going straight next to it.
Yeah, and it goes all the way to Adelaide, so perfect.
And I think this is why you are one of the bases here for SA e-bikes to come and pick up the e-bikes and the TukTuks.
Oh yeah, we get people coming in all the time, inquiring online. Shane organises everything. We kind of just a pretty spot to pick them up and drop them off and show them how to ride a bike when Shane's not around.
So Shane, what are these TukTuks? I mean, this looks really fun. This looks really, really fun.
These TukTuks are a bike. You ride it like a bike, but you get to have somebody sitting in the back, or a couple of people sitting in the back and enjoying the ride with you. So you can talk while you're riding and you can just enjoy the country.
So somebody sits on the front, 1 or 2 people sit in the back, and then you just go along the bike paths.
And you go along the bike track, stopping where you want, visiting what you want to see, just enjoying McLaren Vale for what it is.
And you can stop in at a winery and...
Stop at wineries, stop at restaurants, anywhere you want. There are so many places. We have galleries, we have restaurants, we have great wineries. We just have views. If all you want is a view, you've got them here as well.
So the person in the front has to stay sober so they get the cups of tea, but the people in the back...
In the back, they can be a little more generous with their enjoyment of the area.
And I saw before you put your jacket in the back here, so there is actually something you can carry.
Yes, yep, so they have a boot in the back. So if you buy wines along the way, you can bring them back with you as well.
And you don't have to be a cyclist to ride. Well, the person who's riding kind of needs to know how to ride a bike, but you don't...
You don't need to be a cyclist. They're electric assist, so you get a little bit of help along the way as well. It's just general cycling, good fun cycling.
So for all those people who have said they want to get their friends out cycling, their friends are like, I don't cycle. It's like, well, okay, I'll cycle. You sit in the back. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. No, you bring a whip along, let them crack the whip. You can do all the work for them. You've got to be a good friend to do that.
Are you a good friend?
I'll take you for a drive.
Matteo, have you been in one before?
I've not been in one of these, no. So I'd love to go for a little spin. Yeah, it'll be fun.
We'll go for a ride.
Let's do it.
Come on.
Do we have to wear a helmet?
No, you don't need a helmet. I need a helmet. In the back, you don't.
So we're all in the same bike. and you have to wear the hat. So you're safe, but we're not. So we're trusting you
With our lives.
with our lives.
This is South Australia.
All right, I'll
Jump in.
Which side do you want to be?
I'll jump in here, and yeah, you jump in there. Or okay, so we just hop in. We just hop in and sit down.
Hop in, sit down. I do the same.
This is all right.
We put a movie on and no.
Yeah. This is fun. I feel lazy. I feel really lazy. How do you feel?
Very open, which is nice. Like you can take everything in.
So we're turning back. McLaren Vale is the only place in South Australia that you can ride the tuk-tuks.
This is great because we can actually have a conversation.
Yeah, there's no real wind noise. It's the windshield blocking it. We can chat normally.
And you could even try, so say something really quietly.
Well, now the wind's picked up.
Let's say something.
I guess I can talk like this, which is pretty quiet, right?
I mean, I can hear you. I'm sure these guys can hear you.
Yeah.
So you can hang out in here. And we've been talking to Shane here.
Yep. And I can hear you, and I am not drawing breath. I'm having an easy ride, so everybody gets to enjoy the conversation.
Yeah, so you really get to hang out and just enjoy it. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. This is good.
Yeah.
Hey Shane, can I have a turn riding?
Absolutely you can. Let me stop and I'll show you what to do.
And I'll put you and Matteo in the back and I'll go with you guys.
That's a good option.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're riding, maybe I'll get out.
You don't trust me?
No. We're all good.
You can have the helmet. You have the helmet.
Might need it. Some bubble wrap.
Some bubble wrap. I think we've got some in the back. Okay.
First thing you need, helmet.
Okay, helmet. All right. Put the helmet on.
Hop on, first thing.
Do I need to adjust the seat?
No, I think your legs are probably the right length.
It's making creaking sounds.
And then it is as easy as 20 words or less. So it's a bike.
Yep.
You ride it like a bike. Your brake pedals are where they are. The one thing with these, they've got parking brakes. So if you clamp the brake down and turn off the parking brake, so now you're free. Very scary. Right, brakes. The gears, they've got a little picture of a hill. When you're coming up a hill, you wind up. When you want it easier, when the track's easier, you wind it down. So that's your gears. The electrics are on this side, so what speed you're doing, how much help the bike's giving you. We've got it on level 4. And if you want more help or less help, you've got plus and minus.
So what does it go up to, 10?
No, it goes up to 4.
Oh, does it go, what about 11? Does it go to 11?
We are not in Spinal Tap at the moment.
You knew what I was talking about. I love that.
So no, but no, you can crank it down, and if you're very brave, put it on 0. Find out just how much help the bike's giving you.
Can we start with that?
You can start on 0.
We'll start on
Absolutely.
0. So start with no assistance, and then I want to see how heavy and how hard it'll be.
Okay.
Oh, do I have to go around that corner?
You will have to go around that corner. Give Matteo and I a chance to hop in.
Yeah, we'll get in.
And away we go.
Okay, so then I just start pedaling, right?
You just start pedaling, and that's it.
That's no assist.
This is no assist. Yeah, it's on a 0. I can do this. This is all right. Yeah, this isn't actually too bad. How are you guys in the back?
This is fine.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here.
I like this.
This is perhaps the first time that I've sat in the back and had somebody pedal.
This is really easy. This is really, and there's no assist. I'm doing it. It's my leg power.
Turn right.
It's like crash.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah, you sort of steer where you look.
The one thing though is that I keep forgetting that it's wide at the back, that I've got to, I can't, I've got to sort of pay attention because there's these wide things at the back. And I'm going to try the assist. So let's turn it on. Which one was it again? Plus.
Yep.
Push the plus. All right.
To level 4.
Let's
Just
go to 11. Okay, plus. Ooh.
That's 1.
Oh. 2.
Yeah.
3. Oh. 4. Oh. I don't even need to do anything. Bye. Matteo, do you want to have a turn?
Yeah, I'll go for a spin.
You can take it back to your winery.
I'll give it a go.
All right, let's switch over. Give Matteo a go. I need to pass this over.
Thank you. The sacred helmet.
The sacred helmet.
All right, you're in. We're off.
It's easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super easy. It just glides along. I'm barely putting any effort in. It's easier than walking.
Easier than walking, I like that. He's doing well. He's doing well. And we're back at Oxenberry Farm at your place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
This is what McLaren Vale is all about. Just chill, relax, have fun, and enjoy.
Yeah, and it was just so easy to ride, wasn't it?
Just plots along and glides.
Yeah, and you don't have to do too much. Like you can just twist this, push that, pedal. Keep an eye out for these
The wide back.
wide back. But it's not hard and it's not heavy. Like I would say, anybody can do this. Anybody.
Anybody. Yes.
You don't have to be a cyclist, and you don't have to be strong, and you don't have to be fit. You just have to want to have fun and come and enjoy McLaren Vale. We're going to eat some food.
Let's refuel.
Oh my goodness.
Alrighty, I'll get some share plates for everyone. That's our pork cotoletta, steak frites, and just some fried chicken wings, salad.
I don't want to eat it because it looks so good. I don't want to ruin the presentation. We're having a feast. It's a feast. Did you make this all yourself?
No, the chef did.
The chef made
I just help him.
This looks amazing. It's so well presented. My goodness guys, these are so yummy. Crispy chicken wings. There's a massive bowl full. It's only $15. Oh, I could eat just these. There's so much yummy food here. Come and try the twice cooked crispy chicken wings. So delicious. Oh, that was so yummy. Did you enjoy that?
That was a stunning meal. Absolutely.
That was the best I've had since I can remember actually. I have to show you this tree. There's a tree down there. It has a really cool story. Matteo was telling me earlier, so we're going to go down, have a look at this tree, and share the story. You have to hear the story. It's really cool. Let's go do it. So this is the willow tree, but it's not any old willow tree.
Yeah, so it's pretty old. The actual age, we're not entirely sure. I would say it's 100 odd years old, to be something like that, maybe even older. This being the first place that English settlers, so the first white people of South Australia, when they came down through here in 1839, two blokes from Devon in England, and one of them was heavily religious, and he would preach to the local Aboriginal communities and the other first settlers that had come to the area was his sermon tree, and it was a good place for everybody to gather and share their thoughts around the local watering hole, which is what this spot was. That's why it was the first settlement.
Oh, that's amazing. So this is just, we're standing in a spot that's just, it's history, like it's ancient.
Yeah.
It's ancient.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And like I said to you before, the name of this area they called Doringo. So it was the Doringo Valley before it was McLaren Vale.
Yeah.
That was the Aboriginal name for it. So I'm told.
I love that. And the wine being called
and then we
that.
have this wine. It's our 2016 Chardonnay. We've just released it as a museum.
That's awesome.
So we'll pour some. You can try it if you want. I know you don't drink.
I don't drink. I could have a little sniff.
You can smell it. Matteo can describe the aromas.
Yeah, tell me what you think.
There's a lot to be got
can have that
from
one.
the smell
The
of
big
the wine.
one.
I'll smell it, so I'll tell you what it smells like.
And you see the colour as well. It's
Oh.
the first thing you look at. It's quite yellow and rich. That's what happens when it sees a bit of oak, and then time in bottle as well.
And it's quite sweet as well.
The smell, that's also with age. Sort of the wines. The term I like to use is more honeyed characteristics come through. So
He's a wine connoisseur. I'm just like, yeah, it's sweet. He's like, it's more honeyed.
yeah. Well, I think like Chardonnay is a very subtle grape, so in its youth it shows more citrus characteristics, and then here being a bit warmer than say the Adelaide Hills, it becomes more sweet fruit profile, like white peach, lychee, those sort of away from citrus, more to that.
Okay, so you're going to taste it.
And I'm going to taste it.
You're going to taste it.
I will smell it first.
Shane's going to...
And that's well worth tasting. It is. You can certainly get the oak from there.
Yeah, it's
and still got the citrus sharpness.
Yeah, the acid
well.
still got like nice acid line, which is good to see.
So we've just tried a Chardonnay. I think the next thing we can do is try a Shiraz.
A Shiraz?
The Shiraz Trail.
I like it. Let's do that.
Let's
and so
go.
you're going to drive? I'm
I
going to sit
will
in the
drive.
back.
I will drive. Let's go.
Okay.
The Shiraz Trail is the former Wollonga railway line from Adelaide to Wollonga that opened in 1915, closed 1969. Somebody had the great idea not to sell off the land but to convert it to public use. So we end up with this just beautiful trail that connects Wollonga back to McLaren Vale, and then beyond that through the coast of Vines back to Hallett Cove. So it is another example of connection in the community. It's a big supportive community. We make some of the best wine in the world, but it's not all about that. It's all about enjoying your time here.
We're at this other winery, Shirvington Winery. This is where the guided tours come.
Starting here, we'll do a loop of the area and return here to a tasting plate and tasting. So a grazing platter and a tasting.
Oh, let's have a look.
Welcome to Shirvington.
So for this wine, we actually put it through what's called batonnage. So batonnage is a treatment that we put the wine through, and it's where we stir the lees through the wine. So lees are the dead yeast cells that fall to the bottom of the tank when then the ferment is dry. So because there's no sugar active to keep that yeast going, the yeast dies. And typically you would then move the wine off the top, but what we do is we move the wine with those solids into very old oak barrels, and for 2 weeks we stir those solids through the wine. So by doing this adds a slight richness, but more so a creaminess on the finish. That's why some of the French Chardonnays are quite buttery and creamy, because they've been put through that batonnage treatment. Lovely.
Shane, this was so much fun. So much fun. What a brilliant idea, introducing TukTuks into McLaren Vale. It's nowhere else in Australia, or South Australia, is it?
There's nowhere else in South Australia that you can ride them. And thank you for coming down and sharing time with us, because sharing time in McLaren Vale is what it's all about. It's time, it's love, it's community. So thank you very much. and I look forward to your next adventure.
So do I. I think I might be on one of these actually. I have to bring some friends.
Absolutely, yes.
But if people want to do it, like if other people want to ride these, what do they do?
It's easy. Sitting on my hand is a QR code. Scan the QR code, we'll take you to our booking site, and the rest of it's just clicking buttons.
And people can either hire them to ride them themselves and take themselves on a tour, and you provide the maps or explain where they can go, or you do guided tours.
Or we will do the guided tours for them. We can do that with the TukTuks or with a normal e-bike as well. So there's plenty of options to get around the area. It's just what sort of fun you want to have on the day.
Yeah. And the wineries that we've been to, so we're at the Oxenberry Farm winery. We're here at Shirvington, but the Oxenberry Farm is one where they can pick up and drop off the TukTuks or the e-bikes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. And then after that, there are 95 cellar doors in McLaren Vale that you're free to explore on the e-bikes, and quite a few that we can get you to on the guided tour as well. So everything is what you want to do, how you want to do it.
And we didn't mention it or point it out, but there is a winery called Serafina.
There is.
Right across from Oxenberry Farm.
There is. We rode past it. It's right on the Shiraz Trail as well. So
I might need to go there and put an A. Serafina.
Turn it into a yes. Yeah, no, we'll see what we can do.
Thank you, Shane.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
And guys, come to McLaren Vale. It is such a beautiful place. The people are friendly. The food is delicious. And ride in the TukTuks because it is so much fun. Whether you're a cyclist or not, old, young, middle-aged, doesn't matter. Come out and try a TukTuk. So much fun.
See you soon.
Bye.
McLaren Vale is all about. It's just sitting on a bike and being happy. So beautiful blue skies. It doesn't get much better than this. It would get better if I didn't have sunshine.